Hi, we're Dan and Carol. We oftentimes talk about how what works in business works in a relationship. And I think it can go even beyond that. Years ago, we were involved with some service clubs, the Elks, and Carol was part of the Royal Purple. And one of the things that always happened in those meetings was there was a ritual. There were some specific pieces that were said, some specific things that were done.
It was like a process.
Yeah, a process, and it always ensured that everything, there was some consistency. It always happened the same way. There was familiarity, and it worked. And so it's very similar to habits or rituals that we develop in our relationship.
That's true. And one of the things we often hear and things that we ourselves have experienced is the idea of gratitude, that people get out of the habit of noticing things that they really love and appreciate and admire. And so the ritual piece applies there, I think.
Yeah, for us to develop some sort of a ritual for how we notice and express our gratitude for each other and for what's around us.
Yeah. And so one of the things, again, that we hear from couples is they'll sometimes put in sort of a ritual or a process where they, at dinner time, I've even heard they include family for some, that they look for the very best thing that happened in the day and an opportunity to just be really grateful for who and what we have in our lives.
I think about one of the exercises that we do with couples when they come for a relationship recharge getaway retreat is we have them, before they come, we have them think about and write down what they admire and respect and love about their partner. And it's always profound when they share that with their partner, and because oftentimes it just doesn't happen in life. We forget to do that.
And that's what we hear often is, if I were more conscious about doing this on a more regular basis, it would not only affirm my partner, it would allow me to experience a different level of, peace and happiness and perhaps joy, just the ability to look for what's going right, because there's a ton of stuff that's not going right in people's lives, and ours too, and yet the question is, what are we going to focus on?
Yeah, the old expression, you get what you focus on. So if we can focus on more gratitude, more joy, we're probably going to experience more of that. I think about some of the rituals that we didn't really do it as a form of gratitude, and yet it's happened. Our Saturday morning meeting, which is because we're poor celebrators, so we started having these Saturday morning meetings where we look back on our week and acknowledge ourselves and each other for things we've done, accomplishments, for the joy we've created, what we've experienced, always the positive stuff.
Yeah, and I'd love to reframe what you said. We used to be poor celebrators. We've become much better at it because we recognized it was something we wanted to work on. We've created a way to do that, and then weekly we follow through on that. So it's big.
And there can be lots of ways to do that, simply by sharing my appreciation of you on a daily basis, looking out the window today and seeing the crisp snow and the sun glistening on it, and just to be in that mindset of appreciation. And the neuroscience behind this too is that in our minds it's impossible to be in a state of anger or fear and to be in a state of gratitude and appreciation at the same time. It can't happen. So if I make that choice to be in that state of appreciation and gratitude, the other stuff will just not happen, or it'll sort of fade away.
Yeah. And by having that ritual, it allows the routine, the thought process of, I do this every day, I do this every week, I do this however often I've agreed with myself that I'm choosing to do it. And then it becomes a routine. And I mean, that routine can still be conscious and aware because, we don't want it to be old. However, the routine means it's kind of like brushing my teeth. I know I'm going to do it, and I like the results that I get.
Yeah, and to get away from the routine that I heard, what you're meaning is to be looking for new things, not just, hi, nice smile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet the ritual part of making sure I'm looking for it is really the key piece that I see in all of this.
Gratitude. Appreciation, secrets to having a successful relationship with self and with you, and to life, I believe.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Appreciate you.